bunch of folks have called in to give us their memories of Jerry West, but the person who I know that knows Jerry West the best that I've met and I know of is Suzy Shuster, the Emmy Award winner and co-host of What the Football with Amy Trask, and longtime reporter covering the Shaq Kobe era. Suzy, back here on the program. How are you, Suzy Shuster? What's up?
I'm okay. I'm just so sad. I have been talking to a lot of people that worked with me during the years in which I first met Jerry, and we're all just filled with such a huge sense of loss for a man that was so elegant. And that's the word I always used for Jerry West. So kind and elegant. I met Jerry in 1999 when I was working for Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel, doing a profile on Kobe Bryant, which I believe would air in 2000. And I reached out to interview him. He welcomed me to his home. I got to meet his wife, Karen, and his son, Ryan, at the time, who I'm still close with. And I began a long-term friendship with a legend. And I remember telling my brother Scott that I'd met Jerry West, and he said, "I can't believe this. Do you understand?" And he would always say things like, "Do you understand the ramifications, the meaning of this?" And I really did. And you were right. I heard you talking earlier, Rich. I mean, there were just so many years where I got such a kick out of the fact that Jerry West would take my call, and I got to have lunch with him and get to know him personally. But he was just so incredibly kind. And I think in a world right now in which kindness is at a scarcity, he was one of the people that welcomed me to Los Angeles and really treated me so beautifully my entire time covering the team and beyond that. And the loss is just tremendous today.
What other sides of him that you're willing to share with everybody here, Suze?
I feel like he was so misunderstood. I think winning time contributed terribly to how people perceived him. I know how terribly hurt he was by this caricature of the man that they thought was Jerry West. I thought it was cruel and unusual for a man who's given so much to the NBA and put so much of his life in front of the camera and gave so much to the players and people that he worked with. I could tell you right now how much the Clippers appreciated him and loved him and treasured him because he was a treasure. But he was a fiercely private man and incredibly proud. He was, as I said, elegant and fastidious about manners. Was really upset with the way some of the younger kids treated reporters, media, and especially women. He was nothing if not respectful. And, I would dare say that he was really devastated by the disintegration of his relationship with the Lakers. And I think that there was no love lost there. But I think that he was very hurt by the way the team treated him over the last, I would say, decade and a half.
Huh. He it hurt him. And did
he was incredibly sensitive. And I think I heard one of your callers talking about how he slept with a loaded gun under his bed as a child because he feared his father so much, who was terribly abusive. He endured terrible psychological damage as a young child and growing up. He lost his brother in the Korean War. He loved to share and he loved to chatter and he loved to have these wonderful, deep conversations. But he was very guarded in a lot of ways, and also he had for a man who lived so much of his life in the limelight, he did have thin skin. But what's wrong with that? He showed his emotions, but there was a wounded nature to his soul, and I think you referred to that earlier. But I will never understand how the Lakers allowed this relationship to disintegrate the way that it did. For a man that has given so much, for a man that orchestrated Showtime, for a man that brought Shaq and Kobe together, for a man who gave so much of himself to the team and to basketball, I will never understand how it came to this.
And you did sense that he was deeply hurt by that, is what you're saying.
100%, and for good reason.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.